My name is Emma. 6 months ago, my husband Marcus left me for a billionaire's daughter named Victoria. Just like that, my whole life collapsed. I stood alone in our empty apartment. My 6-year-old son Leo held my hand. His school fees were due in 2 weeks. Rent was due in 1. My bank account? $47. Then late one night, I found a listing. Living caregiver needed. Private estate. High salary. The patient? An elderly billionaire with serious mental problems. Desperate people don't have the luxury of fear. I applied that night. 2 days later, I stood in front of a massive mansion. A woman opened the door. Perfect hair, perfect smile. But her eyes were cold. "You must be Emma. I'm Victoria." She studied me like something stuck to her shoe. Most caregivers quit within a few days. I should have been scared. But I couldn't afford to be scared. "I won't quit." She led me inside. My father screams. He throws things. Sometimes he attacks the staff. Great. But then I thought of Leo's little face, his school uniform, his tiny backpack. I couldn't fail him. Victoria opened a large wooden door. Inside, an old man sat in a wheelchair. Gray hair, shaking hands. "Who is this?" he shouted. "She's your new caregiver, father." "I don't want another one." He grabbed a glass from the table and threw it across the room. The glass shattered inches from my face. Victoria didn't even flinch. "Good luck," she said, and walked away. The old man kept muttering, but something made me step forward. "Mr. Harrison, I'm here to help you." He glared at me. "Leave me alone." I didn't move. For a long moment, he just stared. Then he turned away and ignored me. Small victory. Around 9 p.m., I went downstairs for water. The mansion was quiet. Too quiet. Then I heard laughter. A man's voice. It sounded familiar. My heart pounded. I stepped into the living room. A tall man stood near the bar, drink in hand. When he turned, his smile grew wide. Too wide. I couldn't breathe. It was Marcus, my ex-husband. Well, he laughed. "Life didn't work out too well for you." My hands shook. "So this is what you do now, work as a caregiver?" He leaned closer, lowered his voice. "A servant in my house." He smirked. "How will you feed your kid without this job?" His words hit like a knife. "Welcome to your new workplace, Emma." Pause. "Try not to break anything, employee." Then it hit me. Victoria was the billionaire's daughter. I was a worker in their house. Marcus walked around me slowly. 10 years ago, you were my wife. Now you work for me." I wanted to run, but I saw Leo's face. School fees, rent, groceries. I stayed calm. Marcus noticed. "You need this job." He chuckled. "Don't worry, I won't fire you." He leaned closer. "Someone has to take care of the crazy old man." Weeks passed. Marcus humiliated me daily. Servants should be careful. She used to be my wife. I stayed quiet. I couldn't lose this job. Then one morning, 2 doctors arrived. They went to Mr. Harrison's room with Victoria. When they left, he was worse than ever. Confused, hands shaking, yelling louder. That night, I heard voices near the study. Victoria and Marcus. The door was slightly open. Then I heard something that made my blood run cold. "The medicines are working," Victoria whispered. "How long?" Marcus asked. "A few more weeks." Then Marcus said it. "Once the doctors declare him unfit." Victoria finished his sentence. "Everything becomes ours." They laughed. I stepped away quickly. The next morning, Mr. Harrison looked at me with clear eyes. "Listen carefully," he whispered. "Those pills, they're messing with my head." I told him about the conversation, the plan, his own daughter. Tears filled his eyes. "I built everything, my companies, my life." His voice trembled. "And my own daughter wants to take it while I'm still alive. I'm not leaving you." That night, we made a plan. I checked his medicines. The pills were wrong, designed to confuse his mind. I stopped giving them. Through a trusted contact, I got the correct medication. For 3 months, we pretended. Every time Victoria visited, he screamed, threw things, acted confused. She walked out smiling every time, convinced her plan was working. But behind closed doors, he was getting stronger every day. Finally, Victoria called a meeting. Doctors, lawyers, board members, all in the living room. Marcus sat there, confident smile. Victoria spoke first. "My father is mentally unfit. He needs to be declared incapable." The doctors nodded. Marcus leaned back, enjoying every second. Then, Mr. Harrison moved. He sat up straight in his wheelchair and calmly looked around the room. "I don't think that will be necessary." Victoria's face went pale. "For 3 months, I've been pretending." Marcus jumped up. "What nonsense is this? They tried to drug me. Those pills were designed to make me look crazy." A lawyer opened a folder. "We have evidence. Recorded conversations. The pill tampering." Victoria screamed, "That's a lie." Police entered the room and placed Victoria and Marcus under arrest. Marcus, in handcuffs, caught my eye. For the first time, he looked afraid. Mr. Harrison turned to me. "You saved my life." He looked at the lawyers. "Prepare the documents." The lawyer announced. "Mr. Harrison's entire estate will be transferred to Emma." Gasps filled the room. Marcus looked like he couldn't breathe. The same man who called me a servant now stood there with nothing. That was 6 months ago. Leo's school fees are paid for the rest of his life. Mr. Harrison and I have dinner every Sunday. And Marcus, last I heard, he's in a cell, trying to explain to cellmates he married a billionaire. They don't believe him.